So, hi, people online, and welcome to the Centrepiece. We're here live at the Universal Hall with all our friends, people we have been meeting online for the last 2 years around the Centrepiece, digitally through the windows. And so we're here in the hall as part of the Findhorn Sacred Dance festival. And we're very lucky, aren't we? My friend, Kune, is going to lead us and lighten the candle, and we'll tune in first of all, and then I'll tell you what is going to happen tonight. And we've got lots of great presenters and lots of friends with us. And tonight we're taking the Angel of Patience that we received in the festival as she became very prominent. And we're having a great time at the festival this year, and lots of fun and lots of jolly dancing. So let's close our eyes or gaze at the candle. If you've got a candle nearby, let's gaze at that together. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the breath in the stomach. And hold it for a moment. Then release and feel the life force within. Let's do that another 2 times. Bringing ourselves present to the Universal Hall, present to the festival, and present to each other. Across the internet and into your home, connecting with your heart and your dancing feet. Welcome to the Centrepiece and the Universal Hall. Nice to see you, Kunie.
Nice to see you.
How are you doing today? Good. Good. So I'm going to ask Kunie if you could join our presenter there. And I'm going to have a little walk and talk to you online. Now, we have a special centrepiece, and it includes World Circle Dance Day. As you all know, you've been dancing today together in circles live, I imagine. And I've seen lots of posts on social media, so I know that to be true. And I've got many friends who can help me with the first 3 dances that we do that are Circle Dance Day dances. So I'm going to ask, first of all, is there somebody who knows about dancing here? Where is he? Ah, the master. Why don't you come over and join me, Peter? Yes.
I can get quite close to you, and you can maybe hear me from your microphone, or further away. I think further away might be better. Do you think?
Can we hear you?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh. It's always the presenter that turns off the microphone. It's a terrible thing. The sound engineer keeps telling them, don't turn it off. And, well, we're here now, Brant.
So, Peter, you've not got your attire on. What's going on?
I'm saving my kilt for tonight because you are sweating already, Brant.
I made the wrong choice today, I have to say. But anyway, I look pretty, don't I?
Very.
So, we want to first address, we've heard online that unfortunate news that a few people have passed. So I want you to talk about that, Peter.
Yeah, funny enough, we were dancing Calamatino last night. I'd already heard that June Watts was dancing with the angels. And I very much remember her here in 1985 when we were dancing together with Bernard. And Calamatianos, it was so much part of Bernard's life. And So dancing last night here in the circle, I was just making a small offering of the dance to June, knowing that she'd be circling there just above us dancing. And in many ways, June was ahead of her time with World Circle Dance Day. Some of you online will remember Seed, the sacred earth energy dances that we used to do at the quarter days and the Celtic festivals. And June used to send us all a little newsletter saying when the dance was going to be, and we'd link up at different sacred sites around the world, spreading the energy of light. And it would be great, actually, Laura, I think, to hear just a couple of memories from you of June. Now Laura has her own mic, so I'm just going to stay in the middle.
Yeah, I'll just honor June Watts, who was one of the first British students of Bernhard Voisin, along with you, Peter, here in Findhorn when Bernhard came in 1976, and then in the first teacher training that Bernhard did at then Minton House. That was what, 81, 82?
So the festival in 85 was when Bernhard taught down at Minton.
Okay, all right. So very early on, June was learning from Bernhard, but she had this dance and theater background already. And she went all over the world, all over the UK and Sweden and Canada and the US particularly, but also lots of other places. And she was really in that first generation of people bringing inspiration and dances from Bernhard's teaching out into the world. She was an incredible inspiration and mentor for so many of us who were learning from her just a few years after she started, along with Anna Barton and other people who received inspiration from Bernhard at that time. Peter, you, of course, and Colin Harrison. But it was really important for me in those very early years in the 1980s because June was she had a very special connection to the earth, that sense of our all being one, exactly as you said, with her seed network and people dancing in sacred sites all over the earth. This was this breadth of vision, but also a depth of connection with everyone's individual process that was welcome in the dance. And her choreographies, as those of you who knew her will know, seemed really beautifully created to hold and assist our own journey of transformation with the dance. We will miss June very much, but she will live forever in our hearts. As you say, she's dancing with the ancestors.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that June very much did was she gave permission to people to choreograph. I think June's choreographies were an inspiration to so many of us. And I do actually remember saying to her once, June, I'd really like to choreograph a dance as good as White Bird one day.
White Bird, yeah.
So, what's going to happen next, Brad?
Well, we have our friend from Brazil. So let me just find her first of all. Renata, please come to us. It's so nice to see you after so many years, and with the festival, you're always with these brilliant presenters as well.
Right.
So we're friends, and Renata's going to do a World Circle Dance Day dance and other stuff, but we'll talk about that later. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with Renata and enjoy the dance. And welcome.
Thank you, Brent. It's such a pleasure to be here physically after 2 years, looking to Centrepiece only by Zoom. So thank you very much, Brent, Kuni, Tatiana, Laura, Peter, to be here. And so I would love to teach one of the dances that will be there. Everybody will be dancing all over the world. It is a dance from Carolina Bocci from Italy, a good friend of mine. And she made this dance for celebrating the seasons, the movement of life, and to celebrate also the movement of life. So she has 3 figures in this dance. And the first one, we go forwards and backwards. Can you just look a little bit? And then we dance together, okay? So we will have 4 steps going forward and always with a little jump when we start. And it's very energetic, okay? So we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, 4, and forward. 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, 4. Much more quick. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and forward. Da, da, da. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, 4. Now, please look at my. So what I do to show, I will be with my left shoulder to the center here, and I will go to the right, snap, a big movement, snap, and here, snap, and again like this, snap. Okay? So snap to the right, snap to the left, snap to the right, and snap to the left. And sorry, down, up, down, up. Yes? Now we go to the center. 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I come back in a diagonal, just touching hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 movements. The first figure is forward 2, 3, 4, and back 2, 3, 4, and forward 2, 3, 4, and back 2, 3. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Yes? We give hands when we start. And then when we come back, when we go to the center, losing hands. And when we come back in diagonal, we just go like this with the hands. And then, yes, touching. Yes, ideally touching. Okay? Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Renata. That was so nice. And where's Peter? No. Yes. So, Peter usually introduces World Circle Dance Day, just so everybody knows. And so I don't know, Peter, you were going to say something about World Circle Dance Day, or are you done? Yes, that's so true. And Gwen is now on the screen. Can we have her full screen, please? Ah, there's Gwen. Hi, Gwen.
Hello.
Nice to see. Maybe I'll do this and say hello. Hi.
Hello.
I'm going to come up and talk to you, actually. Sorry, I can't see myself.
I can see
Thank you.
you.
So it's just so I know I'm in shot here. So Gwen, I really think it would be nice for you to talk a little bit about how you made World Circle Dance Day. It's become such a big phenomenon all over the world. And it'd be nice to hear how you came up with it and how you got involved. And so we're going to put you on full screen and let you talk for a few minutes, and to let people here in the hall and people at home know a little bit more about you, and you've created this wonderful platform. And it's great that the platforms are now working with each other today. It's really special. So I'll leave you to talk.
Well, thank you, Brent. Thank you, Findhorn and Laura and Peter. Thank you, Renata, for teaching Carolina's dance. Carolina chose that music from a band called Dead Can Dance. And as we were doing it, I was thinking, everything's very synchronistic. And so June Watts is dancing with us. And also Parker Huber, who's one of the people that keeps the Brattleboro, Vermont circle together, has recently passed on. So we're dancing with him as well. And well, I met Laura and Peter in 1988 and 1989, so we've been friends for a long time. And I remember the grapevine and the link up dances that we used to do. Well, in 2016, I just felt the urgency of really we need to come together more and understand that we are all connected. And I feel like the earth herself, Mother Gaia herself, is guiding us to do that. And that circle dance is one of the best tools that we have to really create peace, create harmony, and it's a real energy. And that thanks to Findhorn and all the people who have maintained all the circles all around the world, we have this wonderful community, this wonderful international family. That's a way to be connected. And I do also believe that the energy that we create is creating a sort of, let's say, a web of love and a web of harmony that makes it easier for people, whether they're connected in space or time, to connect with that same energy, maybe like a tuning fork. When you hit a tuning fork and that vibration causes other things to vibrate near and far, that's what we're doing. And that I also just want to say that I've talked to a lot of people recently who feel that really there's not much hope for humanity, and there's a great wave of despair and a great wave of sadness. And so I'd like to invite us all to really recognize the fact that peace is real when we're experiencing it in our circles, when we're experiencing it in ourselves. So the idea is to take all that peace and really integrate it into every cell of our bodies, and to affirm that we have the tools to make peace, even among humans that appear to be fighting most of the time, but we do have the tools. And I think circle dance is the best.
So thank you, Gwen. Thank you for coming to the Centrepiece. I'll look around here, and if you stick around, we'll dance with you. We'll do the other two dances for Circle Dance Day, and then some fun dances that we've got. So, my friend Laura, come on. Yours is the next one, and it's such a nice dance. We've done it a few times now here, and I'm very honoured that you could come and do it for us here. So I'll come to the camera. Off camera, there we go. So Laura, I'll just leave it with you because you're a professional. Okay, so
Thank you. Thank you, Brant. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gwen, for creating the World Circle Dance Day movement, which has brought us all together from all over the world. This is our 7th year of celebrating World Circle Dance Day. And you know, Gwen created it specifically to go hand in hand with the Findhorn Sacred Dance Festival on the second Sunday in July, which is when we're usually here dancing at the beginning of our festival week. And you launched it here in 2016, which was the 40th anniversary of Circle Dance, Sacred Dance in Findhorn. So we feel very connected to you and your initiative, Gwen. And you always choose 3 link up dances every year, 1 traditional dance, 1 choreography from the early years, the Bernhard and Findhorn legacy, and then 1 from the choreographers, mostly from the Southern Hemisphere, which is a wonderful way to really connect all around our planet, all around our globe. And we've just had a wonderful dance that Renata taught us, which is a choreography from Carolina Botti in Italy. And now we have the traditional dance of this year's 3 link-up dances, which is called Tuman Yarom. This is a song from Eastern Ukraine. And I've arranged traditional women's horovod dance steps to this song based on dances that are usually improvised in that part of the world. So we need to shape them to create a sequence that we can all follow. And in that part of Eastern Ukraine, you have a very long history of fluid borders and cultures which lived together for many centuries, which is why there are Russian steppes danced to this Ukrainian song. And I arranged this dance this year so that we could have a dance that could hold those feelings that Gwen, you were talking about, our longing for peace. And the words of this song speak to that as well. The song describes this beautiful sacred landscape, the misty river, the misty valley, the sacred trees that are there, and the young woman who goes to fetch water from the well in her golden bucket. But something happens. She drops the bucket. It falls down the well. It's lost. And Gwen, I just want to say, we also hear people talking about the feelings of despair as if something precious has been irretrievably lost. But I think, like you, when we're experiencing peace in the moment, we have not lost peace in the world. And this song teaches the same thing. She asks for help. The young girl says, "Who can help me find my golden bucket? If someone can help me find it, I will stand on a rushnik with him." What is a rushnik? Emma, could you kindly show the slide of the rushnik? This is a Ukrainian embroidered ritual cloth, which is part of the wedding ceremony in Ukraine. This is something that it's a very long and narrow cloth embroidered on both ends and on both sides, and it's almost identical. I'm not sure we're going to see it, but if we don't see it, I will describe it. So, oh, the online friends are seeing the Rushnik. So I will just describe to you. There we go. Bravo, Emma. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, here's this long, narrow cloth. And the brides and bridegrooms, like the godparents at the wedding, they wear them as belts. The bridesmaids wear them as belts, and they wear them or they hold them to offer bread and salt. The bride and groom will stand on one as part of the marriage ceremony. And that's the moment at which the marriage is considered to be complete. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh dear, it's not quite what I. So this red color, the color of life, what we see is this central tree of life kind of motif. It's all about the fertility, the future generations, because these very ancient cultures that were subsistent societies wanted more generations to be born more than anything. So this is what the wedding towel, the ruchnik, is emphasizing. Right in the center at the top, you see a goddess figure. So the Mother Earth figure, the Holy Mother, the Divine Mother that gives birth to everything. This amazing abundance of life force in the floral motifs, which some say also represent the ancestors. So there's this connection with the lineage from the past. This border that goes all the way around the outside that contains and protects that flourishing life force. These are the wishes for the marriage. These are the wishes for peace. This is what we wish to create when we dance together. And when we feel that this beauty and harmony and life force is somehow endangered or disturbed, that's the feeling that we've lost something precious. We've lost the golden bucket. We ask for help, and the song continues. There happens to be a young man standing right there who says, "Oh, yes, I'll be happy to fetch your golden bucket, and I will stand on a ruchnik with you." So the story ends with the rescue of the precious thing we believed had been lost. And it ends with this story that somebody asked for help and somebody else responded. This is what we do when we dance together. We hold out our hands and we come together and we create this precious container, which the golden bucket is like. It's our dance circle. It holds what needs holding, and it brings us the water of life, the water of peace that refreshes, that gives life, that gives spirit. So it's a dance that I'll show you, and then you have all danced it a couple of times already in the festival. So for our online friends, if you're able to see my feet, thank you, Nikki. We're going to start with the right foot, and we walk to the right, and then we're going to mirror everything around to the left. So it has this symmetrical mirroring, which is the same as in the ruchnik, symmetry on both sides at both ends. And we walk with a quick, quick, slow, slow rhythm. With the right foot, quick, quick, slow, slow again. Quick, quick, slow, slow one more time. Quick, quick, slow, slow. Come in with quick, quick, slow, slow, and out with quick, quick, slow, quick, quick. That's our transition that gives our left foot free so we can do the same thing to the left. Left, 2, 3, and 4. Left, 2, 3, 4. Left, 2, 3, 4. Come in with left, 2, 3, 4. Out with left, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 2, and so on. I'm going to invite my Findhorn friends to make a circle. We'll walk through it one time so you all have a chance to practice, because we have been dancing many, many dances so far. Let's come and make a whole circle all the way around. We're not going to join hands. This is a hands-free dance. But we do want to make a circle where we're evenly spaced, and we open the palms of our hands to receive the energy of the earth. And I don't know who brought these beautiful sunflowers. Sue, probably, who's decorated the hall so very beautifully here for the festival, as she does every year. I want to put them here because the sunflower, of course, is a symbol of Ukraine. They also look rather like a golden bucket, wouldn't you say? So we're drawing up the energy and life force of the earth, and we're connecting with the energy and life force of the heaven, the sun and the rain that give the nourishment for everything precious to grow. To the right, with right, 2, 3, 4 again. Right, 2, 3, 4. Right, 2, 3, 4. Come in with right, 2, 3, 4. Back with right, 2, 3, 4, 5. To left, 2, 3, 4. It may be slightly slower than this. And the left, 2, 3, 4. Come in, hands up, arms straight like stalks of the sunflowers. Back with left, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, and so on. Let's dance Tuman Yarom. Let's hold in our hearts our longing for peace. Let's hold in our hearts with compassion a witnessing of all the precious things we feel have been lost. But let's also hold in our hearts the simple beauty, how easy it is to ask for help to find what we're looking for, and how easy it is to help each other. Here we are, bringing peace into the world for World Circle Dance Day. Are we ready? Music, please, Emma, if you would.
Tuman Yarom, Tuman Dalinoyu, Tuman Yarom, Tuman Dalinoyu, Zatuman
And let's look around the circle at the beautiful, precious container we've created and hold in our thoughts and hearts our wonderful global network of online dancing friends. And in our hearts, I invite you, if you wish, to pray for peace. Peace in Ukraine, peace for the Russians, peace in our hearts, peace in our thoughts, peace in our words, peace in our actions, peace on the earth, in the seas and the skies, peace among neighbors, peace among nations, peace, peace.
Thank you, Laura. Sorry. So we stay with this piece and we bring on the next dance, the first circle dance day, and we have Peter. And this is one of my favourite dances we do here. One of the first dances I think I actually learnt with you. So take it away.
Thanks. So we're going to learn the Elm Dance, one of us Anastasia Gaines' dances. You're allowed a quick sit down again. So I met Anastasia in 1989 at the Heiligenberg Dance Festival and was immediately struck by the musical choices she's made and her choreographies. And so Martine Winnington came here regularly as well to teach the dancers, and we have a dancing green out the back that was Martine's inspiration. She donated some money to the community, and her vision was that we would have a dancing green surrounded by all the Bach flower dances. There's a bit of a way to go, community, but it was a real blessing, that creation of the dancing green, because it's become a focal point of the houses, that the houses are around it. So we have this beautiful piece of nature in the middle that we've been fortunate enough to be able to dance outside in a lot during the pandemic. So I think that the choreographies of Anastasia, again, had that both ethereal quality and earth-rooted quality, which is why I particularly wanted to choose the Elm Dance. And also because of its connection with Joanna Macy's work to reconnect. Joanna Macy, been here a number of times in Findhorn, adopted the Elm Dance as a blessing for Ukraine after Chernobyl. It became part of the empowerment movement, and she said to the people that she danced with, both in Russia and Ukraine, who were affected by the fallout, that in doing this dance, I'll never forget those people. And I think that's as true today as it was then. So we're going to begin walking backwards around the circle, walking back right and left and right and left. And then we have this little spiraling movement. Now, here is one of the key things. Anastasia always wanted us to have the feet quite close together in the spiraling. But I tend not to be as close together as I should be, because I'm an elm with broad roots. Who knows? Forwards now. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and spiraling around. And Anastasia also used to say, spiral in whichever direction you want. All spirals fit together. Now we're going to come in. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and spiraling around and back. 2, 3, and 4, and ready to begin again, going backwards, back. 2, 3, and 4. Now, when Anastasia, now, stories of circle dance, where do they come from? Who told me this story? Did Anastasia tell it to me, or did somebody else tell it to me? I remember no longer. But if you start with the singing in the Elm Dance, you end up in the middle at the end. But Anastasia thought this was too powerful, and she chose to start 8 beats into the circle, which means that you end up on the outside after spiraling. Now, I've been doing this so long now, ending up in the middle, I am no longer able to start late. I want to start immediately and feel that power. But in the other world out there, some people will be starting 8 beats in, which of course means that when we are in, you are out, and when you are out, we are in. What could be more symbolic of unity? So, it is time to dance. We're going to walk through it once, are we? Yes, I think we are. So, a forest of elm trees, and the elm remedy for despair and empowerment. And I think that ability to overcome the despair and feel empowered is what this dance also brings through very clearly. So we're going to begin holding hands or not holding hands, depending on what kind of elm tree we are, an isolated elm in the forest or a grove of elms, walking backwards on the right, back, 2, 3, and 4, and the spiraling around and forwards. 3 and 4 and spiraling around in right, left, right and left, and spiraling around and 2, 3 and 4, ready to start again, going backwards. Jump. Thank you. I'm going to lay.
Molīte par mūžīgu dzīvošanu, ko man dosi mamulīte par mūžīgu dzīvošanu. Izplauks zelta abelīte un karīta mīkla skan. Izplauks zelta abelīte un karīta mīkla skan. Ko tas dos tev, mamulīte, kā tavs dēliņš nenomirs? Ko tas dos tev, mamulīte, kā tavs dēliņš nenomirs? Atbildes nav. Tikai vējā no 3 ozolīšu biras. Vējā no 3 ozolīšu biras. Tikai savīkšas uz rudenī, koki savīkšas uz rudenī, atbildes nav. Izšķivīsi mani joki, visi joki gludeni. Izšķivīsi mani joki, visi joki gludeni. Atbildes nav. Tikai kājās drošāk savu zemi min. Kājās drošāk savu it neviens, lai neuzzin, tāpēc, draugi, kā man klājas, it neviens, lai neuzzin.
Thank you, Peter. Yes, exactly. If you could all sit down for a moment, and I'll talk to the people here. And I think Peter's okay putting the harp up. Is that correct? You okay? Yes. So after World Circle Dance Day dances, I actually just danced Elm Dance with a friend of mine who is going to be playing harp today for us, and she's the owner of Findhorn Flower Essences here in Findhorn Community. And Iona, hello. Would you like to come and talk to me for a moment? This is Iona, and we danced Elm Dance at your recent certified course. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear her, but we could get a mic. Could I have a mic? There we go. You take the mic, Iona,
Okay.
so we can hear your voice. So Iona is going to sing a song for us. Do you want to tell us about the song?
Yeah, so I'm going to sing a song which is called 1,000 Years. And if any of you like vampires, it comes from the Twilight series, and it's actually from the love scene when they get married. So it's all about this unconditional love that lasts 1,000 years. So it's a beautiful waltz.
Yes, and we've got a shared friend in. Where is our Brazilian friend here? Oh, there we are. Come here, Renata. Renata will join us because Renata, could we have the screen on us maybe? Hello. Thank you. And Renata, our Brazilian friend, has a project with Iona, and I'm going to let her talk about it, and I'll let you get ready with your harp.
I'm so pleased to meet Iona here at Findhorn. She's Marion Lee's daughter, and Marion Lee is the creator of the system of the flowers of Findhorn. So I talked to Iona, and every time that I come to Findhorn, I'm so impressed with the colors, the flowers. I don't know nothing about them, but I just love the flowers. And then I thought, why don't we make a project with the flowers from Findhorn? So talk to Peter first to have his blessing for the circle dance. And then I talked to Iona, and we are very happy to announce here the creation of the system. É sistema, então, de florais de Findhorn que nós vamos fazer, né? Nesse primeiro kit serão 12 danças, e daí nós vamos poder celebrar as flores de Findhorn no Brasil e em todo o mundo. So it's a system that we will start here with 12 dances in the first kit, the first set of dances, and then we will talk about the flowers all over the world. And for this first set, we have a lot of people from Findhorn that will be creating some dances. Brand.
Yes, I'm very honoured to have been given a flower to create a dance to, and there's a few others, like we've got Catherine Kusa here somewhere. Oh, there you are. She's got a flower. What's your flower, Catherine? Bell Heather. So that's a really nice one, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Bell Heather. And Peter has with Sue, he has Rose Alba.
And there's many more.
And many more.
We'll get that information to you.
Francesca and Alison.
Oh yeah, Alison Seaborn and Francesca Stride.
Yeah, Alison and probably Maria Laura also. From Findhorn. So it will be 5 dances or 6 dances from people from here. and more of six centers from people from Brazil. Yes, so we make a mix.
Yeah. And that's a great collaboration. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to take the mic off you now, and we're going to dance. So you'll be welcome to come onto the dance floor. And if you just follow Renata, Renata's going to just do some movements. But for those at home, if you could just listen to the music and relax like we would do on the centerpiece usually. And if you feel like dancing, dance. It's beautiful music and you'll really enjoy it. So
the invitation is to think about a place that you love unconditionally, a person, someone in your family, a great friend, maybe your lover, something that would last 1,000 years, that love that just keeps on going.
Hearts beat fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone. Every breath, every hour has come to this one step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. All life and I would find you. Love has brought your heart to mine. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away. Standing in front of me with every breath, every hour has come to this one step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty and all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away. Standing in front of me, and every breath, every hour
Thank you, Renata. Thank you, Iona. And if you want to see Iona, you can pop up to Pine Ridge and go into her shop and see the essences. And so we move on. And what Iona, who has just been on, is actually one of Barbara Sweetina's students.
That's right. I was a music teacher in the Steiner School, and Iona was about that tall when I met her.
And now look at her with her big heart. Can you imagine?
We had a children's orchestra together with recorders, and we had a lot of fun.
She's got an amazing talent. And I mean Barbara and Iona there. Barbara, I've got something really funny for you because Barbara has been teaching me accordion. And I just wanted to show you something that she taught me with. She taught me music notation and how to read music through a wonderful thing. I'm just going to show you here. Where did I put it, though? Oh, here it's here.
Yes, Brand took the jump from thinking he couldn't read music at all and it would never happen in this lifetime. There's another surprise for you today.
I have your game. This is a real board game. I don't think many people have seen it, but it's such a wonderful game. And if you're really into music, feel like you want to do music, but have no clue where to start. We did it digitally, didn't we? And I can now read music. And are we going to try something?
You're my success story, Brand.
Are we going to try something here?
It's up to you. I'm very, very happy to.
I'll just put this aside and we can get the accordions on.
It's just about allowing the inner child to have fun and learn something at the same time. So that's how Brand managed to start playing the accordion. So I think, are we going to do it, Brand?
Yes.
Okay.
So you all know, I'm an amateur player, but this marvelous instrument that Barbara plays is this so heavy, but so wonderful that I really wanted to show people what Barbara has done, because a lot of people have been emailing me through. I do social media. I'm terrible. I do so much social media, you know, and so I always post pictures, but I never play because I'm not really a performer in this sense of music. So this is first time.
And it's really brave. I think we should give him a round of applause already beforehand.
And I may go a little red in the face because I'm a little hot. But, let's try this. A quick one before Barbara gives you a dance. Okay, I'm going to leave it with the professional here.
Well, before you go, I want to compliment you not only on carrying on and turning your love into something that now you can do with Emma.
Yep.
It's really opening a door into totally new perspectives, isn't it, to be able to play an instrument. But I also want to really honor you for having brought Sacred Circle Dance online, because I was in Hawaii during the whole lockdown, and each time you came on and we all saw each other, it was like being back home in Findhorn. So you have served so many people in so many ways. I think we really want to acknowledge that.
I would like to say the other blessing of the COVID situation was that I got to know Barbara, and we just played music every like Friday night after you had done your set.
It was my Friday morning. It was your Friday night.
She's sitting there just helping me do accordion, which is really hard online. So, but now she's here, I'm happy. So I'm going to take this off and leave you with Barbara, and thank you.
Okay, so Brand invited me to do a dance, and actually, could we all come here into the circle? And it's a dance that we did this morning. We had a lovely Teze celebration, and I think the dance is a world premiere. We sort of practiced it this morning, but I didn't explain it. So it's basically we're bringing together the streams of sacred circle dance and dances of universal peace where we're all singing. So for this, we'll all be singing. And let's just do that first, and then I'll show the steps, and then we dance. Because it's hard for me to dance with the instrument, so I want you to really get the steps. Can we just complete the circle so we have... Okay, so what I suggest is that we're doing it... Actually, we're gonna go front. We're gonna to the... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do whatever you want to do. Yeah. Close the circle up. So I suggest we sing it once more without the movements, and the next time we do the movements. Is that good? Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Now you start. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you very much, and thank you, Brad. Bless you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Barbara. And yes, we'll get together and play music.
Next time we'll play Halle, Halle, Halle together.
Well, yeah, I have been trying, but I'm not there yet.
Okay.
We will next time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. Okay, so we have another 2 songs before the end of the centerpiece. And I'm so happy because we have our friend, our co-worker, Tatiana, come here. I picked her up from the airport the other day and I instantly recognized her. Can you imagine? 2 years on Zoom and we know each other now and we're here. She's real. She's not a figment of my imagination. Yes, she's going to get Mike, sorry. And,
I'm so happy to be here.
So, Tatiana, you're a Brazilian teacher and you have been doing online dance. That's what I know of her. I also know she does Israeli dance, is that right? Yeah, and Hebrew.
I call it Jewish dances. That's my main focus in the sacred dance the work that I do.
Good. So you've brought us a lovely dance which you're singing to, is that correct?
Yeah, it's a lovely dance called Lev Tahor, which means pure heart. It's from the Psalm 51. And before I begin, I would like you to stay by my side.
I would like that because I know what you're going to do. I've asked Tatiana to do a prayer which is known amongst Jewish
Tradition, yeah.
tradition, yeah, and it's a very poignant prayer which I've heard. I can't recite because my Scottish prevents me, but Tatiana will do it, and I'll stay by her side for it because it marks a moment
Yeah.
in time.
So the first time we do something that year, we do this prayer, which is very special to do it now because it's my first time in Findhorn, in the Universal Hall, and at the Centrepiece in person.
Yes. And she's been very, very good support. So I want to say thank you as well in person.
Yeah,
So
thank you. And it's an honor to be here, to be part of the Centrepiece. And I thank you. And I thank Emma. And I thank Kuni.
So I'm going to leave you to do your dance.
Okay.
And we'll bring people on as soon as you're finished.
Okay. So this prayer says that we exist, that we live, that we exist, that we have reached this moment. And we do this whenever we realize the miracle of the present moment. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'echeanu ve'kiyemanu ve'igianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Thank you very much. So let me explain the steps for this Psalm 51, Lev Tahor. Lev Tahor, as I said, is pure heart, and I will translate from the Hebrew. It will seem a little bit weird, but when we translate Hebrew, Hebrew is built in a different way, so it'll seem weird to hear it in English. But it's like this. The pure heart God created in me, and a new spirit renewed within me. Don't cast me from before you, and your Holy Spirit, don't take it from me. We will do the dance. Let me go back here so you can see me. We'll do the dance. It's an open circle, and we will have the left hand on our heart and the right hand hooked on the right neighbor's elbow, like this. Okay? So we'll be very close. We'll dance very close to each other. And it's simple steps. We sway right, sway left, sway forward and backward, and sway right, sway left, sway right, and close. Let me do it again. I will put my hand here, but pretend I have my other hand here. Okay, so sway right, sway left, sway forward, sway backward, sway right, sway left, sway right, and close. When we do this, let me go further. When we sway to the right and to the left, when we begin, we gently take out our hand just a little bit. Let me show you like this. So we do this and this, okay? Just to remind us, this is a wake-up call for us to remind us that every night we surrender. We let our soul under the protection of God, of the universe, whatever you think of this concept of God, and we have it back every morning, no matter if we are getting back a few minutes more to live or a whole day to live. So each night we do this and we thank for this. So that's the symbolism of this movement here. So the whole dance, let me invite you so we can try together once. Can you stay with me just for a second so we can do this once? Okay, so you can hook my elbow, okay? And your left hand on your heart. Okay, and just to explain that since it's an open circle and I'm leading the dance, I will have my right hand not at any hooked in any elbow, but I will put my right hand under my left hand so my left hand can move. Okay, it's just a tiny movement. It's just to not to anybody see what we are doing, but us to feel and remember this movement, what it means. Okay. So let me do it once with you. Okay.
Why don't you go to the end?
Okay. Ah, great. All right.
Then the people can see you.
Okay. So sway right. Oh, sorry, the arm. Sway right, sway left, forward, backward, right, left, right, close again. Sway right, left, forward, backward, right, left, right, close. You're good? Okay.
Music, please.
Lev Tahor, Brali Elohim, Veruach Nachon, Chadesh Bekirbi, Al Tashlicheni, Milefanecha, Veruach Kodshecha, Al Tikach Mimeni. Lev Tahor, Brali Elohim, Veruach Nachon, Chadesh Bekirbi, Al Tashlicheni, Milefanecha, Veruach Kodshecha, Tahor, Brali Elohim, Veruach Nachon, Chadesh Bekirbi, Al Tashlicheni, Milefanecha, Veruach Kodshecha, Al Tikach Lev Tahor, ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון, חדש בקרבי, אל תשליכני מלפניך, ורוח קודשך, אל תיקח ממני. לב טהור, ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון, חדש בקרבי, אל תשליכני מלפניך, ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. אל תיקח ממני.
Thank you, Tatiana. Such a wonderful, tender song and dance. And that was you singing as well. Lovely. Thank you. So we've got one dance left, and I want to bring Bobby Balin up here if possible. Have we got Bobby? Hi, Bobby. Can we hear you? You're muted. I love saying that. You're muted.
Everyone.
Can we hear you?
You cannot hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes. Hi. So my dance is the last dance, and I, like last year, chose a dance that people were interested in, and it's a dance from Bobby Balin called Psalm of the Prairie. And I'm going to put her on the screen in a moment for you to explain what the dance is about, just for a few minutes, Bobby, just for a few minutes. And if you could explain what it means to you. But this wonderful dance she did at the Across the Lands USA session on Centrepiece, and she did this at the end, and I like the variation, Bobby. That's a joke. We'll tell you, but she'll tell you about this in a moment. But she talks about this plane where she stays, and a prairie, and she sees the sun and the moon coming over, and it was just so delightful. I did the dance a few times with people and really loved it, and other people have asked for notations a lot. So, Bobby, why don't you explain, and I'll let everyone sit down for a moment and I'll teach the steps in a little while.
Thank you, Brant. And I won't take time to thank each of you individually, but it's just been wonderful to be with you all and also to be in this global community today. There's so many of you from so many different places. I'll tell you quickly how the dance came about. It arrived to me right after the musician of the song died in February 2021. His name is Peter Ostushko, and he was a celebrated, very special musician in America. And he grew up in a Ukrainian community, and this has nothing to do with the war. He died before, lucky for him, not to have to experience this with his people. And I just wanted to honor him and make a dance to one of the pieces of his that I love. I already had danced to some others, but he grew up in this Ukrainian community hearing their music. And from the age of 3, he was playing the mandolin, and that's what he plays on this recording. And his compositions are a lot of them are influenced by the Ukrainian folk music that he learned, and some of them he does sing some of those songs too. Where he grew up is the center of this country, which is long prairie. You can drive for days and see nothing but land from horizon to horizon, and sky, this vast sky above. And when the sun sets and when the sun rises and when the moon rises and when the moon sets, it's a huge globe and so much light. And that light lasts forever, especially if the sun's setting and you're traveling west. You can see that sunset forever. And so the dance is about that light and also a reflection of the land. I'd just like to read a little quote by him because this is so connected with the land, and it's about being a musician. And he says, dig up your yard and plant a garden. Getting your hands in the dirt will teach you all you need to know about being a musician. From the backbreaking work of toiling the soil till the fruits of your labor blossom and show. Till all of that reveals itself from the seed to bounty it's watching God at its creative best. And then he adds, if you don't get gigs as a musician, you'll at least have food to eat. So I'll give you just a few words about the actual movements of the dance. All of the steps are waltz steps. And it's a little odd because you're going to start on the left, going into the center. And as you do, so the various arm positions, you're going to be bringing your arm up from the vast land and embodying this big globe of light. Let's see if I can get myself a little bit. So it's the 1, 2, 3, and then Brant will teach it better. You make this great globe of light, second, and then you're going to open to create a chalice and let that light come in, and you open that chalice greater, bring it into yourself, and then we give it away, we give it out to the horizon as far as we can see, and even further, that vastness of the universe. And the last three beats, which is the last waltz step, starting on the right, I choreographed it to go back, and we would be expanding the circle. So this is all about expanse and holding the light and the giving and receiving, the receiving and the giving of the light to all. So the variation that Brant is talking about, instead of going back 2, 3, it's turning 2, 3, and then going in again, making the huge globe, the chalice to receive the light, and opening it to receive more light, bring it in with the right hand, bring it out, send it, and expand. So I suggested to Brant, since he loves the turn, and I love the expanding the circle, that if you can do 2 circles there, or
Yeah, I don't know if you've got enough people for that, but Bobby.
Oh, okay, let me just finish, just that it could be done anyway in 2 circles. So
Yeah.
the ones in the outer would be expanding the circle, and the ones in the center would be sending that light out.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. We're going to do 1 circle today, but we're glad to have you with us. And I'll show you the dance now. If you could just stay and put me under pressure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brant, for
And
honoring him and all of us with this dance.
I honor you for all your online dancing, Bobby. So anyway, I'm going to do it over here because we're going to go into the center with the left, and we're doing 2 wall steps, and I'll just do the hand movements and tell you about the hand movements after. So off on the right for 2 wall steps. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is us becoming the large sun that Bobby talks about on the horizon, the expanding sun. So we do this again. We do left, right, left, right, left, right. And now we're going to take a wall step to the side and become a chalice as we do that. So we go side together and a wall step, and you can see my right foot is ready to go back and bring down the light into the self. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're here. Now we're ready to give out to other people, and we're going to waltz round the center for two wall steps. Right, left, and left, right, left, and turn, turn, turn. Our left leg's ready to go in. So we do that again. I'm going to come out of the way of the centerpiece for the people at home. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to the side, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, and round the center line and turn, turn, turn. Maybe we all come in And we can do it to turn, 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 in and in, to the side and back, to the side, giving out. And when you're giving out, we'll do that again. We'll just do it once more so I can tell you about giving out. So to the side, bringing the chalice back, bringing it down and bringing it closer. Now, when we're turning around, look at our hands as we give out and then turn. And then that'll give you momentum for it to go in. And side, and back, and back, and one. Spreading it round, and round we go. It gets a little quick in places, but it's generally very meditative. Maybe we just, are you okay staying there, yeah? Yeah, I think we can go for it, Emma. taking from that chalice the light into your soul and your heart, expanding like the sun, giving light to others, sharing joy. And being together. I'd just like to tune out